I still remember when the first rain dropped on the village. Everything changes. Farmers rush into their farm, others bringing their seeding machines out. It was a day of hope. Everybody knew if they missed that day, if they missed the Audi season, their year was over. Same thing with life. You and I have our Audi season, and this is our youth. What you and I plan in our youth, and that's the thing we hope to harvest tomorrow. My Jambarr out there, welcome to the Audi series. Today is October 18, 2025. Welcome to episode 1 of the Audi series, the season of Audi. What I mean by the season of Audi. At the village at that time, everybody knew the Audi season. Everybody knew because they know if they miss the Audi season, their chances of having a great year was over. Their chances of planting crops so that they can harvest for food for the year was gone. Same thing with life. You and I have our Audi season, and that is our youth. What we plan in our youth, in our education, in our discipline, in our character, in our dreams, is that what we will hope to harvest tomorrow. Picture this, my Jambarr. At the village at that time, you can vividly differentiate the farmer who planted during the Audi season and the farmer who did not. The farmer who planted during the Audi season was excited. That farmer was full of vibes, full of hope, because he's expecting to harvest after the season. Why the farmer who did not plant during the Audi season is already bad mouthing how bad the season will be? He is already complaining about the rain, complaining why the weeds are overgrowing his crops. Same thing with life. Have you ever seen two people from same country, from same city, from the same street, even sometime from the same family, and yet one is doing way better in life than the other? Ever wonder why? Because one planted during his Audi season, in other one during his youth. The person planted in his education, in his character, in his discipline, in his ambitions. While the other person was busy chasing the stream, lacking focus, lacking discipline. And he never took his youth very seriously. Just like the farmer, you cannot harvest for something you didn't grow. Same thing with life. My Jambarr out there. Let me tell you why the Audi season matters. At that time in your youth, your mind is sharp. You are strong. You can capture anything. Anything you train yourself, you will be able to do it. And at that time, it was so easy to do than to wait until after your Audi season. Just like the farmer, the best way to save yourself from hunger is planting during the Audi season. It is just the law of nature. If you plant during your Audi season, if you plan discipline, you will harvest accomplishment. If you plan learning, you will harvest knowledge and wisdom. If you plan laziness, you will harvest regret and envy. If you plan rudeness and distraction, you will harvest madness and confusion. That is just the law of nature. So, my Jambarr out there, think about this. We always think we will figure it out later. We always fall into the trap that we'll figure it out later. Some do. I'm guilty of that. When I get to the state 15 years ago, there were things I was supposed to do back then, and I overlooked them. And most of those things I did them either a few years ago, or some of them I'm doing them now. Boy oh boy, that suck. That suck. You know, you were supposed to do them freaking 10 years ago. But now is the time you're doing them. That sucks. That's why the Audi season matters. Because the amount of pain you have to go through if you miss your Audi season, man, sometimes it's too much to bear. That's why many never figure it out later. And the other trap is, it was meant to be. It was God who decided it like that. No. I hate that mindset. We are responsible for ourselves. God gave us brains so that we can take care of ourselves. If we plan during our Audi season, if we plan in an education, discipline, we do all we could, and still we cannot have a better life, then we can say it was meant to be, which I can accept. But if you spend all your youth chasing the street, lacking ambition, not focusing in school, doing all the wrong thing, and you expect to harvest, and if you didn't harvest, The famous excuse is like it was God who decided it like that. That is a lame excuse. So my Jambarr out there, planting during the Audi season, it is not only for you. It is so that tomorrow you're able to have something to feed your family, to feed your neighbor, just like the farmer. The farmer is not planting for himself only. He is planting for his family, his village, so that they won't feel hunger during the season. So at the end of the day, planting during your Audi season, it is an act of service to yourself, to your family, to your country, and to your city. Because nobody knows who will benefit from the plant you grow during the Audi season. Nobody knows who will benefit from the knowledge and wisdom you acquire during your youth. In other words, during your Audi season. That's why it is fundamental. I will leave you with one question, my Jambarr out there. What is that one thing you want to plan today so that tomorrow it can grow to become something you want it to be? Put it in the comment section. If this message speaks to you, please subscribe and also share to anybody who may benefit from this message. Talk to you on episode 2, and thank you very much for your time.